Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having an awesome day today. For this week's video, we are embarking on a brand new build series on the channel, which I'm super excited about. We're gonna do things a little different this time. We are gonna be building a kit guitar. Now, I've never done one before, so I'm really curious to see what kind of quality of instrument we'll end up with at the end of the build. Now, two of my former students had done builds using solo guitars, so I just decided to reach out and see if they'd be willing to provide a kit for the channel, and they were super cool about it. So I got to pick whatever I wanted, and I picked the Spalted Maple Les Paul bolt-on kit. So it should be pretty interesting. Let's crack this packaging open and see what's on the inside. All right, you guys, let's crack this baby open and see what we got on the inside. Okay, so let's check out the neck here. Nicely packaged. Oh, look at that. Wow. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. I'll have to take a close-up. So obviously I picked the Spalted Maple kit, and wow, look at that headstock. So the neck looks like, yeah, it's got a scarf joint there, which is no problem. Nice and strong. Nice dark fingerboard. But man, that veneer on the headstock, that Spalted Maple looks really, really cool. So much better than I thought. So, okay, let's set that aside for now. That bodes very well. Oh, and I can see through the pack. Yeah, wow, this is gonna be really cool. Okay. Oh, look at that, you guys. Something totally different. Oh, look at the spalting and the figuring. Very cool. All the millwork and CNC machining looks very nice. Okay, so on the back you can clearly see it's a three-piece body, so there's lighter wings on either side of the core here. That's no big deal. Wow, but that top, that's a showstopper. Can't wait to get this thing going. Okay, cool. Now the tuning machines appear to be quite low quality, which is to be expected on an affordable kit like this. So it might be an area of upgrade in the future, but for now, we're just gonna install all the stock parts. Wow, I was not expecting this. They threw in a nice set of 10 to 52 D'Addario NYXLs. That is awesome. Okay, thanks guys. And a big old bag of electronics. Let's open this up and take a closer look. Now in our box of goodies, we get a regular set of strings. So I'm thinking the guys at Solo must have just thrown the D'Addarios in for me. So thanks guys, that's greatly appreciated. We get a patch cable and a neck adjustment tool. So that's awesome. Now here's our electronics. This is the three-way switch and our pots. And then we've got our set of humbuckers. I'm gonna actually open these up here. So I'd like to take a closer look. Okay, so there you go. Just some basic humbuckers, 2 wires. So again, the electronics might be something that we want to upgrade in the future, but like I said, I am gonna just install all the stock parts, and then we can do a comparison with, maybe an Epiphone or something like that, and see, how the Solo kit compares to that. So that could be interesting. Strap buttons and a bunch of screws, so that's great. Oh, here's our hardware. Let's take a closer look at that. Dog's going nuts in the background there. Okay, nice. Cool, so you've got your stop tailpiece and your bridge and your posts, which we will detail the install. Then we've got our knob, our output jack, our neck plate, because this is a bolt-on kit, and then we've got a truss rod cover and our back control plate covers. And that pretty much wraps up all the ingredients. So those are the main components of the guitar kit, and I'm starting to get really excited about the build now that I've got my hands on it. So this is gonna be really awesome. The other really cool thing is this build is gonna be a collaboration, which I'm really excited about as well. I'm gonna be collaborating with another Canadian YouTuber named Brad, so I will put a link to his channel right above there if I can. If I can't, it'll be down in the video description below. So part 2 of this build is actually gonna be on Brad's channel. So he's a genius at guitar finishing. I've been binge watching his videos. He's got a bunch of different projects on his channel. So head over to his channel, subscribe to his channel, because what we're gonna be doing is shipping this off to Brad. He's gonna do all the finish work for me and then send it back for part 3. So part 2 will be on his channel. Part 3 will be back on my channel where we assemble everything and do a tone playthrough. So very excited about that. Now we can't just leave our unboxing here. We need to make sure that this neck is gonna fit in the guitar body perfectly before we send it off to Brad for finishing. So we're gonna grab the camera, bring it back down, and we're gonna bolt on this neck and see if it's gonna sit straight in the pocket. If not, we're gonna have to do a little bit of woodwork, but hopefully everything will be cut to perfect tolerance. All right, so let's do the neck test fit on our body here. Hopefully it's gonna fit okay. Oh, that looks a little tight here. Let's try from the top. Oh, that is snug, wow. Wow, that's a tight fit. That is a good sign. Now hopefully it's straight. Yeah, wow, that's really snug in there. Can't even pop it up, I gotta kind of pry it out. Awesome, okay, so what we're gonna do is put that back in and we're gonna flip it over and see if the back plate and the bolts all line up. So let's put that in there again. All right, so let's start by putting our back plate on and lining up our 4 screws. So I thought it would be interesting to do a bolt-on kit. Solo also sells a glue-in kit. So, if you're more inclined to do, a traditional Les Paul, they definitely have the glue-in kits as well. So I think I'll just start these. I'll bang them in with the drill and then I'll hand tighten them once they're in. So let's grab the drill and be back. All right, you guys, the next step is gonna be to install our 2 outside tuning machines. All right, we just need the 2 to determine if this neck is sitting straight. Okay, so we'll just zip these guys on. And the holes are pre-drilled on the back of the headstock, as you guys can see. So that makes it nice and easy. Everything should line up perfectly. All right, next up, we are gonna put in our 2 studs, and this is for the back tailpiece. Now I'm just gonna try to put them in by hand because we need to remove them before we send it to Brad for finishing. So I'm just gonna put it in about, I don't know, a quarter of the way or something like that, just to hold enough tension for the tailpiece, which I am opening right now, hopefully. There we go. Okay, so the tailpiece will just sit in like so. Perfect. And that's just gonna let us run a string, our outside E strings to those outside tuning pegs, and then we'll know if that neck is sitting straight. All right, so as you can see, we've got our 6th string and our 1st string on, and they are dead centered. So that means the neck is perfectly straight, which I'm very relieved about. You never know. So I'm impressed with the kit so far. The main things are all taken care of. The body and the neck look great. It's on straight. So we're gonna disassemble the whole thing, pack it up, and send it off to Brad. All right, you guys, that wraps up our unboxing. Click right over here to watch part number 2. I'm excited to see what kind of awesome finish Brad is gonna put on our kit guitar. I know it's gonna look awesome. So head over, subscribe to his channel, and then come on back for part 3 when we install all the electronics and do a tone test. Have a great week, you guys. See you next time.